Whew. Alright, let's get this off. Alright guys, so we're back out in the woods. I know, it's been a while. We'll get into that later, so that's we'll talk about that over the fire and dinner and all that stuff tonight or whatever. But yeah, back out in the woods. Maximus is with me. I'm here. The first time we've been out in a while. We're both tired. I hiked a lot more. I am filthy. I hiked a lot more than I planned on. I hiked to another location where I intended to camp. I just couldn't make it work. I am hammock camping. I've got a new hammock, all sorts of new goodies, and I just couldn't find the proper trees to hammock camp where I wanted to be. I thought from memory I could hammock camp there, but my memory isn't so great sometimes. So couldn't make it work. Ended up leaving that spot, hiking up here into the trees, much thicker area, a lot more shade, but a tougher hike. I'm tired, Max is tired, so yeah, excited though, excited to be back out in the woods. So I'm just going to chill out for a minute. I've not even unloaded the pack yet. I was just hanging out for a minute, letting Max catch his breath, giving him some water. I laid my wool covered oilskin tarp down just to have a place to sit down. I've already got a couple ticks off of me, so that's fantastic. But yeah, I'm going to chill out for a minute, then we'll dive into the pack and start getting camp all set up. So, good to be back, guys. Whew. Now we're going to have to go up higher. Man, it's hot out here. Okay, Maximus. I got this sinus stuff going on even though it's crazy hot out here. But hammock is up. Got everything inside. Shelter is almost complete. Still got to put the tarp up, but I'll get to that later. There is like a 50% chance of rain tonight, so I am going to get the tarp up because I have a feeling we'll get some rain at some point tonight or throughout the night. So yeah. Oh, new hammock. Hammock gear Circadian, I believe it's called. Anyway, brand new hammock. I like the look of it. It had some features that I really liked. I've kind of been looking for a new hammock. You know I'm not a huge hammock guy, but maybe it's just because I've not found the right hammock yet. So I don't know. I'm just trying out some different hammocks. So I like hammock gear products a lot. I've got a lot of top quilts and underquilts. So got the hammock gear hammock with the bug net. I can't remember all the features, but anyway, I got it up. Got a nifty little storage loft that I've got my top quilt in. I bought a new XL hammock gear pillow, down pillow, because I did need a new pillow. I think one of my cats peed on my old pillow. But anyway, it had a funky smell to it. I got a feeling it was Buddy. But anyway, got my hang time hook in so I can watch some movies later. I have Uncharted that I downloaded on my phone. I have a feeling it's really going to suck, but I'm a big fan of the games, so I want to watch the movie just to see. So I'm going to watch that tonight. But anyway, oh yeah, got some beers with me. They're going to be hot. Nothing much I can do about that. I wanted to camp near water, but as I mentioned, that didn't work out. I was going to put my beers in the water, keep everything at least somewhat cold. That didn't work out, so sorry for the sniffling. I've been sneezing, all kinds of great stuff going on. But yeah, I'm excited. Very, very excited. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention and I wanted to talk about, but I was too busy thinking about my sniffling and sneezing, is I've mentioned that I've got some new gear, and in the months that I've not been out camping, again, we'll get to that, and I've accumulated quite a bit of new gear. You know, the hammock, I've got a new table, this nifty little hammock table, or it could be used just camping in general, not just hammocks, but it stakes down into the ground beside the hammock, so you've got a little place to set your stuff outside of your hammock, kind of like a little nightstand, I guess. So that's pretty cool. Got a new nifty little stove that I'm going to try out. Even though I'm not having anything fancy for dinner, I just have a dehydrated meal for dinner and I believe for breakfast too, so going simple. But anyway, I wanted to try the stove and I don't know, some other little odds and ends. A lot of it is just filming stuff, some new lights and a tripod and things like that. So nothing, you know, I'll really get into as far as that goes. Got a new knife. Bought a Mora Garberg knife. So I'm a big fan of Moras, even though I had one break on me out here a while back, but still. new knife, and I don't know. That's all I can think of right now. But a little bit of new gear. Oh, new canteen. Got a heavy cover canteen that we're using. I had one of these before, the canteen and canteen cup set. I had one before. I really liked it, and for some reason I sold it. I don't know why. And I bought the Pathfinder titanium canteen set, canteen and canteen cup. Did not like it very much. At first I really liked it. It has an odd shape to it. I thought it was unique and really cool, but I don't know. It will not, the Pathfinder one will not fit in a backpack side pocket very easily because of the shape of it. It's a pain to get in, a pain to get out. This one's more of a traditional canteen shape, so you can get it in easily, in and out of a backpack, of the side pockets on a backpack. So I bought another one. Ended up selling the Pathfinder one. So yeah, buy and sell, buy and sell. So anyway, yeah, a little bit of new gear on this trip that I'm excited to try out. But it is really hot out here. It is 80, it's about 85-ish, somewhere around there. You guys know I don't like warm weather camping, but got to do what you got to do. I was ready to get out and experience the woods again, so I had to make it happen. So hot weather or not. Going forward, it's just going to get hotter, so that's going to be a lot of car camping. It's going to be a lot of bringing the cooler with ice and amenities and things like that, just to make the hot weather more bearable. So yeah, going forward, it's going to be a little bit more luxury camping until the fall and winter time gets here. You all right there, bro? And that way we can do some more bushcrafty stuff and tarp camping and things like that I didn't really get to do this past fall and winter. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's that. Alright guys, I am set for the rain. Only thing I really like is firewood, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on firewood. I'm just not. It's too hot. I'm going to have a fire because I have to heat up my water and dehydrate or rehydrate my meal. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time on firewood. I've got my saw. I'm mainly just going to scavenge and see what I can find and break stuff off. It's not going to be hot tonight. I mean, it's going to drop down into the like 60-ish, 59, 60, somewhere around there. So it's not going to be super cold, but it's not going to be super hot. So maybe just a small fire and chill by it and do my thing. So what I've got going on behind me in my hammock, I've got one side pulled down. I've got the other side in porch mode, which it's opened up. That way I can get in and out with ease. So on one end, I had enough guy line just to go around a tree. On the other end, I did not have enough guy line to reach one of the trees. So I just added some paracord to it. I tied some paracord to the end of the guy line, went out, wrapped it around a tree, tied a taut line hitch, pulled it tight. So now my tarp is open. So I have ease of access to get in and out and get under it. I'm not on a level area. I'm on a pretty decent slope, so that kind of sucks for Max. But I mean, he's not going to care. I've got his sleeping pad in here, his quilt for his sleeping pad so that he doesn't puncture it. So he'll be okay. I mean, I can move him to a little bit flatter area, and the oilskin ground cloth that I'm sitting on right now, the wool covered, I'm going to put that under the tarp, under the hammock and tarp. Max is going to lay on that with his sleeping pad, so he will be good to go. I've got his cable so that I can wrap it around a tree tonight and connect it to his collar. That way he doesn't run off in the middle of the night. So we will be good to go. Oh yeah. Let's see. Dinner. Breakfast. What do we have? Granola bar, Gushers. I bet these are all nasty and melty. Oatmeal. Yeah. Let's have a granola bar and some Gushers. I'm getting a little hungry. I'm not real sure how long this stuff has been in here. I'm sure it's okay though. Do you guys love Gushers like I love Gushers? I know I'm talking with my mouth full, but my wife buys like humongous boxes of Gushers from Sam's. And I kill them. I love them. Guys, I want to eat my snacks. Turn the camera off for a bit. Chill out. And then, what time is it? It is almost 5 o'clock. So, not early, not late. Still plenty of daylight left. But, yeah, after I eat, chill out for a bit, we'll start collecting some firewood, and we'll start thinking about dinner soon. So, I actually didn't even realize it was 5 o'clock already, or I might have waited on my snack. A little closer to dinner time than I thought, but oh well. Oh man, hope I brought enough water. I've been drinking a lot. I really don't want to have to walk to the creek and haul back some water that I would have to boil. I mean, I guess it would be okay to drink, but I don't want to take any chances on it. And I don't have any sort of filtration device, so but yeah, I hope I've got enough water. It's hot out here. I've been collecting firewood, not a lot. I sawed up a few pieces, brought them back to camp, collected just some smaller twigs, kindling and stuff. So again, I'm not going to spend a lot of effort on firewood. It's just too hot. I don't need that much, and there is dead stuff all around me. So I'll just go around, grab it off the ground, break limbs off, burn it, whatever. It's not going to be grade A seasoned firewood, but I don't care. We'll burn, or it'll burn all the same. So, and I'm not trying to stay warm tonight. I just want to fire for comfort and just to chill by, not to stay warm by. So, yeah, and I went up. Well, when I went up and cut some stuff, brought it back, gathered my twigs, I went back up where I was cutting the firewood and just grabbed some big dead limbs, you know, full length, hauled them back to camp. That was a chore. So I've got a pile of those over here. Not a lot, again, but I can saw those up later or break them up best I can, burn them. We'll be good to go. I don't even know where I'm going to have a fire yet. Maybe just right out here in front of me, but I don't know. I don't want it too close to my shelter, so I don't know. We may go up here behind me somewhere that's maybe a little bit flatter. I'm not sure. So anyway, now I'm pouring sweat. My arms are just I'm a hairy dude anyway, so my arms attract every bit of debris that I walk through, so when I'm sweaty it's even worse. So anyway, starting to feel like dinner time, or at least close to it. We're 5:35 right now, so I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, an hour, somewhere around there, we'll really start thinking about dinner. But I am starting to get a little bit hungry. So, soon. Okay, so I relocated, not the shelter, but just where we were sitting earlier. It was just too uneven, too bumpy, so I moved our ground cloth over here. Much more level, much more clear, not as much roots and all that stuff. So I cleared out a space behind us to have the fire. Went over and got all my cooking stuff, my cook kit, stove, water, all that good stuff, because I'm getting ready for dinner. So I am going to break out this little Pico stove and see how this bad boy works. I've even got instructions with it. A lot of the stuff I've got with me I've never used. The hammock has never been out of the stuff sack, so this is the first time I've set it up. This grill, I took it out, looked at it, put it back in the little pouch it comes in, never set it up. So a lot of this stuff I've never used. So let's see if we can get this thing set up and get some food rocking. It looks pretty straightforward. I think it just pops open. And this goes down in here like so. And it just opens up. And that's basically where your fire is. Your ashtray, I guess you would say. And this goes somewhere across here. Yes, just like that. So cup sits on top, pan, whatever you've got. So it's pretty cool. And this is super, now it's sharp. You got to be careful with these edges. It is kind of sharp, but oh, that's pretty cool. Folds down super flat, super lightweight. So pretty nifty, if I do say so myself. All right, let's prep our fire and get some water on. Let's get all situated here. Oh, my knife, the old Mora. And basically what I'm going to do is just scrape this fat wood. Just get me a nice little pile. That we can strike up to get our fire going with. Be careful doing this. I'm always afraid my thumb's going to slip off and I'm not going to have a thumb anymore. Alright, so I didn't really think this through. That is going to be really hard to light inside there. And I don't know why I did not consider that beforehand. So, let's do it. Alright, while my water does its thing, I'm going to have a Sweetwater IPA. A very warm Sweetwater IPA. I hear some thunder. Oh man, That's good. I wish it was, smoke's coming my way. I wish it was cold, but it's still good. Oh man. Woo. Oh, I gotta add to my stove over here. Needs more wood. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that little stove is okay. I learned a lesson that I should have thought of beforehand, but sometimes I don't think things through. Don't try to start a fire like with a ferro rod inside the stove, because there's just not enough room. So put a cube or something, or just put some twigs in, stick a match in there, a lighter in there, light it up. Don't try to be all fancy and bushcrafty with it. So yeah, lesson learned. But tonight for dinner is a stowaway gourmet chana masala. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but chana masala. Chickpeas and vegetables in rich yogurt curry with rice. I don't know. That doesn't sound like my kind of thing, but I got it for some reason. There's another freaking tick. I got it. I'm going to eat it. So if it's not my thing, Max, watch out, bro. I feel like ticks are crawling all over me everywhere. If it's not my thing, I've got some oatmeal. I've got a couple things I can fall back on. Man, it's really hard to get open. I know that. Goodness. Okay. It smells good. That was really good. Stowaway Gourmet makes some fantastic camp meals. And in the wintertime, you know, fall, wintertime, cooler weather, I don't mind to build up a fire, cook a steak or something really good, but I hope that's not rain. I think it's just wind. I don't mind cooking up a steak, some burgers, you know, something like that, but when it's hot out like this, I just want to do something simple. Get it done. And eat. Alright, I think my water's ready. Yeah. Alright, it is starting to rain, so I've got to move everything under the tarp because it's pretty steady. So it's not really gotten through the canopy yet, but it's coming. Oh yeah. Alright, gotta go. It is coming down now. It feels awesome. I love it. I love rain. But I love being a little bit more prepared for rain. That hit quick. Oh. It is just pouring off the tarp. Look. It is pouring down, boys and girls. I mean, full-blown pour down. Oh, I am soaked. Shirt is soaked. I don't know if you can tell. I had to get out. I forgot to put drip lines on my hammock. So I didn't want to take a chance with the way it's raining right now. So I went out, I cut some paracord, got out real quick and put some drip lines on. And just in that little bit of time, I got soaked. I don't know if I'm yelling, but it sounds like the way the rain is hitting the tarp so hard, it sounds like I need to yell for you to be able to hear me. So I don't know how it sounds on your end. But I knew there was a chance of rain. I didn't know there was a chance of this kind of rain, or I would have brought a second tarp. Woo! I'm not mad though. I like it. Still waiting on my food to rehydrate. I was just stirring it up. that's good. So, starting to slack off a little. Enjoying my beer. I'm going to enjoy my dinner and sit under the tarp and just do my thing. I don't know if I'll be having a fire or not. My firewood out here is soaked now. I didn't even think to gather my firewood and bring it over here when I was scrambling to get everything else. So it's going to be soaked now. So I don't know, it just depends on how long the rain lasts and if I can get all the wet wood going. So we'll see. But anyway, dinner time, I'll be back soon. Hard to film right now. So there you go. Alright guys, I'm almost finished with dinner. That chana masala, I think that's how you say it, that was delicious. But more than I can eat right now. So, yeah, I don't know what the night holds. So it's still raining, not as hard, but it's still raining too much for me just to be out, you know, sitting anywhere other than under the tarp. So, Max has taken up most of the room here. So I have this small space right here. So yeah, I don't know what kind of filming I'm going to be able to do for the rest of the evening. So it just depends. If this dies out completely, we'll get back out and hang out, you know, outside of the tarp area. But I don't know. Right now we're just kind of confined to this small spot. So, not much I can do, not much I can say. So, might be some boring times up ahead. Anyway, I'm going to sit here, drink my beer, and listen to it rain. I might lay back, kind of use Max as a pillow, if he'll allow that. And I'll be back at some point. I don't know. Might be bedtime by the time I come back, or who knows. See you soon. Alright guys, so the rain is almost stopped, not completely stopped, but it's slacked off enough to where I can be out from under the tarp finally. So that was a good 2 hours, I guess, that I spent under the tarp, and another, well, a good hour of that, hour and 15 minutes, just poured down. I mean, absolutely poured down. It is drenched out here. I mean, everything is sogging wet. I mean, yeah, it's wet. So, in my mass panic, well, not panic, but in the craziness of getting everything under the tarp when it started to rain, I totally forgot the firewood out here. So I wished I would have remembered the firewood, but I did not. It laid out here, it got soaking wet. Everything else, for the most part, I got under the tarp, kept dry. One thing I forgot, and that was my chest rig. My chest rig is soaked. Well, the outside is soaked. Luckily, the inside stayed dry. That's where I've got my camera batteries, another lens, just all kinds of electronics and cables and stuff I need for filming and all that good stuff. So, but luckily it stayed dry. On the inside at least. The outside is soaking wet. So, yeah. But otherwise everything is dry. We're good. I'm going to try to have a fire. I've been batoning some wood. I've just gotten to the center of some dry wood I had, and I've just done some shavings and curls just to get myself a little bit of dry tinder right here. So I didn't film any of that. I just said, what the heck, let's just jump in and do it, not worry about filming it. And I've got the wet stuff around it, so I don't know if we'll have a fire or not. I mean, there's very little dry stuff. I'm hoping I can just get enough of it to burn. I went around and collected some more twigs that, you know, stuff that I was hoping would be a little bit drier, stuff that I just broke off of trees. But it's still pretty dang damp, so I don't know. But anyway, we're going to try. We don't have to have a fire. If we don't get one, it's not a big deal. I mean, we're not in a survival, life and death situation here. If that were the case, it'd be different. We'd try a little bit harder, but we're not in that situation. So it's not a big deal if we don't have a fire. I'm not going to put a whole lot of effort into it. So, but yeah, but I'm not going to do it right this second. I'm going to wait, let it get a little bit darker, and then we'll try to get the fire going. I've got some other fire starters in here that, you know, just kind of the light, let it burn, kind of fuel, you know, fuel tablets, different things like that. So we're going to give that a go, see if we can get what we have here to catch, and hopefully expand into a bigger fire and start to burn some of that damp stuff. So we shall see. Well, so far so good on the fire. So yeah, we'll see. It's burning, but I don't know if it'll stay that way. I used a something new I've never tried. I think it's called Dragon Fire Dragon, something like that. Something like that. Some kind of like fuel gel. So I don't know. Seems to be working pretty good though. So yeah. Oh, it's been a good night. A little bit boring at times. Stuck under the tarp, but overall it's been all right. Dinner was delicious. The chana masala. There's still water dripping off the leaves, but it's not actually raining now. But yeah, the chana masala or whatever, that was delicious. And afterwards I had a packet gourmet strawberry cheesecake for dessert, and that was super delicious. That was awesome. So yeah, that was really good. And yeah, just enjoying my beers now and chilling out. So got some stuff downloaded on my phone. I've just been hanging out watching that. I've not got to the movie yet that I brought to watch, so we'll get to that shortly. But yeah, we're just hanging out, so hopefully we'll be able to hang out and enjoy the fire and see how that goes. But yeah, I'm gonna hang out, guys. Watch this fire, tend to it a little bit, and just relax before bedtime. Alright guys, so I'm just sitting here, just thought I'd check in, finishing up my last beer, watching some videos. Maximus is laying here beside me. So yeah, we're going to call it a night here pretty soon. But this fire has been amazing. It went up way better than I thought it was going to, and it stayed that way. So I've just been adding the damp wood to it. So I've got a good bed of coals, a good established fire now. So it's starting to die out a little bit now, just because I need to add some more wood to it. But yeah, it stayed going. So I wasn't real sure about it, just with all the rain that we had and the way that everything was soaked, but it went up great. So yeah, that dragon fire, or whatever the heck it was called, that stuff was a winner. So yeah guys, so I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes more, I guess, finish off my beer. I got about half left, and then I'm gonna head over to the hammock. I may say something when I get back in the hammock, I'm not sure, so I may say good night. But anyway, I'm gonna chill out. If I don't, I'll see you in the morning. If I do, you'll see me before then. Either way, take care, guys. Good morning, guys. That was a night. Oh, wow. It is 6:40 right now. I've been up about 20 minutes, I guess. It rained pretty much all night long. Just steady, not super hard or anything like yesterday, but it is soaked out here. Even more soaked. So, I don't think I'm going to fool with breakfast. I don't think I'm going to fool with coffee. I have no other stove other than my wood stove, and I just don't want to fool with collecting any more wood. Trying to get it going. I don't have any more fire starter as far as anything that'll burn for a lengthy amount of time to boil my water, so I just don't want to fool with it. I've got all this wet stuff to pack up, so yeah, I think we are going to call this quits. Pack the camera away, get out of here. So yeah. And I forgot to mention something last night. I meant to talk about this briefly over dinner, and I thought of it last night. But yeah, the reason I've not been here, or I've not been really making any content for the last few months is, and I'm just going to touch upon it briefly, it's nothing serious. It's really not. It's just 2022 started off on a bad note. I was sick the first week of 22, like really sick, not COVID, not flu, not strep. I missed a week of work, just really sick, and the sickest I've probably ever been. And so yeah, started off on the wrong foot. Leland got COVID after that. I got sick again a few weeks later, pretty much the same thing, but not quite as bad. I got a new job, so that was a really stressful situation. I was really stressed in my old job. I got a new job, a better paying job, less stress job. Everything about it all around is better, but it was a really stressful situation for me getting out of my old job, beginning a new job. So I just wanted to take some time away. You know, I was taking some time away just because things started out so poorly in 22. I just decided I was going to take some time off, start to feel better, and then the whole job thing happened, so it just kind of extended longer than I had planned on. So that's pretty much it. I mean, just life, you know, life stuff. So, and there were some more things in there along the way, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So, but thank you all for your messages, emails, all that stuff, wanting to make sure everything was okay, wanting to know when I was going to get back at it. So I do really, really appreciate that. So you guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging in there and supporting the channel and all that good stuff. So I really, really, really appreciate you guys checking in and just to make sure everything was okay, which it was. So anyway, Max and I are going to pack up. We're going to get out of here. I've got all this wet junk to pack up, and it's really gonna suck. So I'm ready to go home, take my post-camp nap. I only slept about 3 hours last night. It took me a long time to fall asleep, and when I fell asleep, I was up bright and early. So guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'll be back soon. Take care, guys.